I think there was one other fun moment that I would like to say, that I would like to share. Actually, that's actually correlated to what you have asked about the redundancy of the witnesses and the redundancy of the evidences that were being showed in the court. One of the strange moments is that one of the witnesses that the prosecution team had called this week was actually, a principal from a Brattle Group, whose background is to help government or help defense team to conduct financial investigation and to provide testimonies in the court, especially in litigation and arbitration. And so when that person came in, the government used almost the entire morning and afternoon to ask him to read a PowerPoint that he made throughout the selective bank records, entity documents that are shared with him. And that report, according to the prosecution team and the answers from the witness, cost the government $2 million. So the government spent $2 million to ask that witness and his company to conduct a financial analysis. And the analysis was not even included in detailed tracing of the money. The analysis was only to confirm whether certain wires goes into certain accounts of the companies and whether certain wires goes out from a company to another company. So they've made, a very lengthy PowerPoint and to present to the public. And, a very complex chart, shows you different accounts of entities and different amount of wires being made in different times. And when defense came up, the first questions was about, the early questions that they asked was about the $2 million and whether the government had paid in full. And the witness said that he was not sure. He needs to go back to see the bill. So it sounds to us that even, he was testifying in the court, he has not receiving the full fund from the government. The second fun part is that, our defense team called upon to represent the chart again, to show the public the chart again. And that some of the wires that the government was trying to show, saying that, see, these, amount of wire has been wired out from an entity to family member controlled entities at certain date, where, supporters, investments or wires into that entity was also made. And that the defense made it very clear. You see all of these family expenses, that was even before all of the investments has begun. So that the money was spent even before the supporters get to know that there was investment opportunities. And that it was at that time we saw smiles from the jury and nodding from the jury, that people would get tired, of seeing all of the evidences for a full day without a clear argument, where defense had, made it very sharp, very concise, and pinpoint all of the logic witnesses weakness, that the witness that the government had called.